greetings and welcome to Lion Paw. This is Russ Lion with the Shatta Empire all the way from Uganda. And today we're talking about his journey from Uganda to the world. You know, I met Shatta Empire on TikTok, believe it or not, one of the world stages. And he has this amazing video with the Uganda artist C Wayne. Amazing voice. So Shatta, tell us, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Everything is good. How about you that side?
Yeah. England, England is very unpredictable. One day it rains, one day it's hot, next day it snows. You never know what's going to happen.
It's been hot.
Yeah.
Just received rain, I think, a couple of weeks, but yeah, it's good.
Equatorial, you're lucky. You're blessed.
Day in, day out.
That's right. That's a blessing. Mother Africa, man. You can't go wrong.
True.
So tell us, Shatta, how did you start your journey? I mean, where are you from? I know I say you're from Uganda, but I could be lying.
Yeah.
Where are you from? What do you do? And tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah. Originally, I'm from Uganda, born and raised here in Uganda. To be specific, in Kampala, that's where I'm based. Kampala is the capital city of Uganda. So my journey into this industry, actually, it starts way back, because since I was young, I was a fan of music. So being a fan of music, I actually at one time I even wanted to sing, but I thought this is not my calling. I can't do it. So as time came, my passion, kept growing. I learned a few things, in production and the rest of the stuff. So now in 2024, that's when I started my journey into this venturing, bring up the young artists here in Uganda. Here in Uganda, we have the ghettos, the garrisons, the low people down there, whereby when you look at our industry, 90% of the people come from the ghettos. And trust me, there's a lot of talent down there that's not yet heard or seen anywhere in the world. And now we have an issue. If one person will raise up, then he will forget the people at the back, that they also have to come with them. So that's how I came up with this platform, traveling different places, looking for new talents only.
Okay, so you exclusively work with new talent?
Only fresh talents.
Wow. So tell us, who's your most at the present? Who's your most inspiring? Who do you think is doing really well at the present?
A lot. I have just know a lot of artists are doing great.
Yeah.
A lot of we have only that the world does not yet have got the chance to know these people.
Yes.
But the solid talents, we have a C Wayne Lukalala.
Alright then. Tell them we kill up the sound. Anywhere we go, so we mad up the sound. We a kill up the sound. Anywhere we go, so we mad up the sound. We say, Mr. Shatta man, I turn up the sound. Everywhere we go, so we mad up the sound. Say.
We have Manson Buluwembe. We have Bahati. We have Guna. Just know the talents are endless.
Yeah, it's true.
Endless.
It's true.
And when you look at, I'll send you the rhythm I told you about that I made, that first rhythm. It has around 15 artists. But whichever rhythm you listen to, we are like, no, this guy is the best. But when you go to the next song, you're like, oh, but this guy is also the best. So you can't have your favorite artist here. Everyone is, everyone has their uniqueness. And you're unique. It makes you stand out from the rest.
So being a producer, you know, what do you find most challenging in your market in Uganda? What do you find extremely difficult to get into, or what is the number one challenge that you have?
Here in Uganda, we have a lot of challenges
Mm.
actually in music. First of all, we don't have a copyright law in Uganda.
What?
Yeah, there's no copyright in Uganda.
So anyone can just jump on your song and make it theirs?
Jump on your song and it's theirs. They can play
Wow.
your music, radio, and you're not getting paid.
What?
It's all
How
about,
does how does the government allow that to happen?
I don't know. I don't know if this is a strategy from them.
Wow.
Make the youths not to get money from what they do, because there's no corporate law in Uganda, and that's the most frustrating thing, because you can find your
Yeah.
song in an ad, you know, telecommunication ad, and you're not aware.
Oh my God.
You
They're
know,
making
these
in
guys,
millions and you're getting nothing.
yeah, millions of this, and you really don't know what's happening, and you can't take them to court since there is no law that you're going to, stand on and say, I'm reporting these guys according to the law, this section. It is not there.
Wow.
So the copyright is really, a big thing, and people are trying to fight, the artists. They're trying to see maybe they sign this into law, but it's been years, since it's not put into action. But away from that, we keep on, striving, making the music.
Okay.
So we use the platforms like the TuneCore, like the DistroKid. So we distribute the music with those companies.
Mm-hmm.
They help us, Apple Music, TuneCore, and the rest.
Oh, very good. So, I mean,
Yeah.
despite the challenges, what are you most hopeful about? What do you find hope in when you make music? Because you haven't stopped, despite these challenges of being pirated.
Yeah, the thing is, what I know about music, people do music for a lot of things, there are those who come in music for business.
Yeah.
They want to get money and get out. There are some people who do music like a ministry. It's passion. They love it. So first of all, in Uganda, if you're doing music for business, trust me, you won't get a penny out of it, because it will take you time to get the money that you are investing into the music. So it has to be something you love, something you're passionate about. Yeah. So what's going is because we love music.
Yeah.
We can't stop doing. It's like it's inborn, So we create things, we put it on the market, people consume it, and now the good thing is now we've had social platforms like TikTok, YouTube. They help us sell our work outside the borders of Uganda.
Yeah.
Which is very good. That's why you see, like now, I'm having an interview with you. You're in UK, I'm in Uganda.
Amazing.
So, yeah, this really keeps us going, because we see at least there's the future if we keep on working amidst the hardships. Yeah,
it's true. It's true. That's very true.
Yeah, and once you stop working, then there will be no work. You still have to keep going. Otherwise, if it's not us, then who?
That is a wonderful, powerful message. That it's true. It is true.
Yeah.
We should be the generation that brings in the change that we want to see for the future. And I'm glad you're hopeful about
Exactly.
it. And your spirit is what's going to keep the industry alive, particularly in Uganda. Yeah. So I mean, I to be honest, I haven't seen much of Uganda in terms of music production, aside from your music. Obviously, I know some artists from the early 2000s. From Jose Chameleon and Baby Cool, I believe, is from Uganda. and these
Yes.
guys were doing good works. How do they relate to you in terms of history? Because you're picking up from here, and people like Chameleon and Baby Cool were from the
Yeah.
early 2000s. Are they still
Yeah.
relevant? Do you find that you're picking up a lot from them?
Of course, they are still relevant until now.
Yeah,
These that have been, on top of the Ugandan market music for over 20 years,
amazing.
and up to now, they are still releasing music, and they are still big in Uganda.
Mm.
So we look up to these guys because now, before they came, actually, let me give you a story. Kajoza Cameo and Bebe Cool, Bobby Wine,
Yeah.
before they came to do music here in Uganda, we had the Congolese, the Congolese, those Awilo Longomba, that Lingala.
Mm. Mm.
So it was taking over the market in music here in Uganda. So what these guys did were like, no, we need a genre that is relatable, that is ours. Because those guys used to come here in Uganda and they do shows and they take money and stuff. So what Chameleon did, he went to Kenya in search of good sound. So that's why I linked up with those guys, the Ogopa DJs. So he did his first song, and actually he sent it on bus to Kampala.
Wow.
So the song was played all over, the radio station. Then someone called him and, you know what, your song has blown up in Kampala. So I was like, are you serious? So he had to come back, to use the bus to Uganda, to keep track of his song. So that's how the revolution went. So then those Lingala guys, they went off the market. Then we started consuming we got our genre. That's the Chidandali.
What's it called?
We call it locally, it's called Chidandali.
Chidandali.
Yeah, that's the local name. But
what does it mean?
It's a Kidandali. It's like how you say dancehall, maybe something that will, when you listen to it, you have to stand up and dance.
All right.
Yeah. So this Kidandali, it's a mixture of a lot of genres, a lot of instruments. You find dance, they fuse a lot of to make this exact music genre that we do here in Uganda.
Kafumite kirafune ndaze yatukira kamoche waida leri mu kikede asanga abanigaza n'abaniga be kasolote yanyereke kidasenga bakimize chokesobye yaliwo cyali cyawa amaje ngatambula ne ekolusi ne pistoye kasolo we yali akubwabu aigwedi bwe abamuyola bamusanga mu geto ngapoye gwinga bomanyi kasolo yakosa wa amaje bwe bamutusaye matinde mu fimboze owamaja mugamba kimu kya senteze yalekero.
So they came up with this. And remember also Jamaica by the early 2000s and whatever, there was a lot of influence of Jamaican artists here in Uganda. So when you look at someone like Bebe Cool, his first name is Bebe Banton, Bebe Banton, that's what he changed into Bebe Cool. So he was a fan of Buju Banton so much.
Wait. His actual name is Bebe Banton.
Yeah, Bebe Banton. That's his first stage name during those days.
Wow.
Yeah, Bebe Banton.
Oh, wow. His parents must be so cool. That's why that's his surname, Baby Cool, isn't it? Baby Banton.
Yeah.
Oh, that is amazing. So, Baby Banton. Yeah.
Listen to his old songs. You couldn't differentiate between Terra and Buju. He had that roughneck, that husky voice that he used to bring out. So that's how we came up, growing, looking up onto the Jamaicans. They started adding in the pachos in their music. When you look at the people like Bobby Wine, his songs, almost 80%, they're influenced by the Jamaicans. The introduction, everything. So that's how it came up growing until now here. So when someone tells you that, why are you guys so locked on reggae and dancehall? Those are our roots.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Definitely. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you see someone like Baby Cool with his name Baby Banton. That must have had a deep ancestry in terms of
Yeah,
connection with reggae music and Jamaican culture.
and
So
Jamaican culture.
I
And
don't being in East Africa, right in the heart of Africa. I think Uganda is
yeah,
called the Pearl of Africa. You know,
yeah, yeah.
how does that feel like? You know, to have this connection with an island, probably about what 6,000 to 7,000 miles away. You know, and you know, you have so much similarity in terms of music, in terms of culture, in terms
Mm.
of the things
Mm,
that are relevant to you. You know, I saw a snapshot of Uganda, and you can't tell the
mm,
difference between Uganda and downtown Kingston. You know, in
exactly.
terms of how people live.
Yeah. So the thing is, when you look at us, the Africans and the people who were taken by the slave masters, during those years,
Hmm.
those Jamaicans are our brothers. They were taken from here in Uganda
That's right.
or somewhere in Africa. So, for example, when you look at, we have the Rastafari, it's called the Nyabingi, you
Yes,
know. Uh, we have the Nyabingi, we have different. But Bingi, she's a queen here in Uganda, She
oh,
was a queen. There's the Bingi drum, that one
that's
drop
it.
drum that the Rastafari
That's it.
play. It's the same drum we play here in Uganda. The Bingi
Wow.
drum. The queen, she's there, the Bingi queen, in Western Uganda. So this is just that when these guys took our people from here, they didn't take the bodies alone, but the mind, the connection, and everything, it went with them. So remember,
Mm.
people who still stayed in Africa with the same culture and same stuff.
That's it.
You get it? So that's how you find out that it's fusing.
That's why
Just
it
maybe,
becomes so easy to
yeah,
yeah
yeah. It can
to see the culture.
Yeah, the culture, it can diversify a little bit according to the environment
Yeah.
and the infrastructure around, but it's the same concept. We are all cut from the same cloth, so you can't separate actually Africa or Uganda from Jamaica or from other people.
That's right. That's right. That is beautiful. I mean, there's a
You get
lot
the
of
point?
rivalry online right now with people thinking they're from other places. But let's not get into that. Let's stick to
Yeah,
the music. So,
true.
your production style is very interesting. Where you're much like how reggaeton has been pulled in by the uh, by uh, by the Latin Americans to form
Yeah,
from reggae into
yeah,
reggaeton, and you've got Chidandari,
yeah.
which is now your version of it. How do you find yourself fitting into the whole grand scheme of things within Afrobeats? You know, because the new genre from Africa is now Afrobeats, where everybody is looking to Afrobeats. We had Buju Banton the other day come up and say, like he feels a
Mm,
bit let down. And I'm paraphrasing a bit. He feels a bit let down that
yeah,
Afrobeats is not addressing the concerns of Africa,
mm,
and that's been left to dancehall and reggae.
mm,
We've got massive names like Burna Boy and Wizkid who have come out of Africa with not a single
yes.
message for Africa about the trials and tribulations that we undergo as black people, as African
Yeah.
people, as diasporans from Africa. How do you feel this represents the kind of music that you're bringing, especially because you're targeting to lift up talent from the ghettos into mainstream? Do you find that maybe this message is missing in the industry?
Well, it depends on the perspective how someone, says things. Everyone is different in their own way. We have a lot of artists in Uganda, in all over the country. That's why we have different genres. You find reggae artists, dancehall artists, and still when you go to reggae, you find those people that do conscious reggae. And you find those people who do, reggae, which is about, the vibe and everything. So I think it's all about choice. And when you look at what Buju said, that music is not bringing in the message. It also depends on the generation, that we are in. So when you look at Africa right now, and Africa maybe 40 years ago, we have different problems that we are facing. You will find that 40 years ago, the slave masters still had farms, in Africa. People are still doing whatever, even after independence of all these countries, the police brutality, being inflicted on the people by the masters, it was still on, the segregation, the apartheid and everything. It was so evident during that time. And it's always, and people, what I know about the creator is you always sing about what you see in the society. So I really don't expect someone in this generation to sing about that because it's not there. You get the point. So it's a bit different.
It is true. It is true. I see.
And what's happening in the world right now. But we still do have revolutionary artists that still do revolution music. But it's not like to free Africa. It depends on the situation that's happening to them on that particular time, or in that particular region. Songs are out there, singing about we have Pato Ranking, another song called Babylon. He's a big star in Afrobeats, Pato Ranking. So he was also airing out some stuff that they're facing in their country. Yep. We have revolutions here in Uganda as well by so many artists. So it's still there, but the thing is that it doesn't sell more as it used to sell back in the days.
I see. I see. So I think you're right in what you're saying, and this was what probably was missed by Buju Banton, is that the revolution still hasn't stopped. It's just that it's not selling as much as it does when you talk about other things, exactly. When you listen to Burna Boy's music and that kind of thing. So yeah, it does. It makes perfect sense, because I have heard some amazing revolution songs, from different parts of the country, different parts of the world, different parts of Africa even, and the message still persists. And we keep up the good fight. One day we if not in our generation, maybe the next, we will see equality and freedom, justice for all. Let's talk about how do you go about curating this talent that you find in the ghettos? How do you do that? How do you go about it?
So my background, I also grew up, from the ghettos. So as you're there, you're home, you can see people singing, on the streets, everywhere, doing their freestyles, we could call it freestyle. So one day I was like, man, these guys, they can really make it. Why don't we do something, So I was like, I had my phone, it's recording the voice, then I'm playing the beat from the other speaker. So the guy is singing. Then after I get the voice and the video, then I sync them together. Then it comes out. So the first video I did, man, it blew up. People are like, man, this is great. Who is this guy? People started calling in, and I was like, oh, this is not the only guy. We have like 1,000 guys who can do this. So that's how it started. It started like that, Then from this place to another place to another place. So my journey basically started from scratch, using a phone as a microphone. I had a small Samsung. I think it was, yes, I don't know. Then I also had my iPhone 7 by then. It's then I used to record the video. Then I also had my small speaker, So I had to be with a lot of phones.
Yeah.
Because now I had to be with a phone that has to play the music to the speaker. I have to be with a phone that's recording, and then the phone that is capturing the video.
Wow.
So after that, I could tell, actually, because I only had actually one phone that was recording the video. So now the people who were around who help me, then I tell them, please send me that voice that you caught. Then I get it, I compile it on my phone, I sing them together, then I release the video. So that's how it started. But I did that actually for a full year.
This is last year now.
Yeah, last year.
You
when
have
you look,
come a long way, my brother.
A long way. I sent you the videos, me in the ghetto with a lot of guys.
Yes, I see that.
Doing a lot of stuff, going here place to place, searching for talents, they can call you, we are also here, we know we have great talent, please come through. So you go to the place, you find them, and we do it. So not until now, maybe in January, February, I was like, no, I have to elevate this thing, to get off that mic, of that phone stuff, and at least get some equipment, So we started slowly, getting the little money we had, and people actually who loved the work that we did. Because actually the laptop, it was given to me by someone in the UK. He's a Ugandan, but he's in the UK. So
Amazing.
he really loved what we did, because he was like, man, I also grew up from the ghetto, but I've spent 20 years without coming to Uganda. But when I see your videos, they give me like memories when I'm still young, how I grew up. You
shout him out, brother. Like, shout him out. What's his name?
He's called Trevor. Yo, big up on yourself, Trevor. He's in the UK.
Big up, Trevor. Big up, Trevor. Great works, brother.
Yeah. So he actually also gave me the phone that I'm using right now, the iPhone 13.
Wow.
So he gave me, saying, man, this is great. This is great, because even me to reach here, people helped me to reach here. So if I see an opportunity and I have to support some people and give them what I can, what do you want, Shatta? I told them we have issues in this, so it's okay. Whatever I want, I'm not rich, but I can do something.
Fantastic. That is great work.
So he got us a good phone. He got us a mixer. He got us the lights.
Wow.
Actually, he has contributed a lot in my journey, single-handedly. I really appreciate you, Trevor. Big up on yourself.
Yeah, man.
He's in the Trevor. UK. I don't know exactly where he is, but he's down there. So that's how I came up now with the system now you see on TikTok that I'm doing with C-Wine and the rest.
Tell them from uptown, some come from downtown. Every time them see me, them a want a piece of me. Silent pattern when me office them house. You know see how me a do it. Antoinette says she love me, same time she want me. She no want no bottom man, a one man she want. Helen she called, so she want me to run. Down all pan ya done running. Well, you know how the girl them a love up me king. Them a love to sing me thing and run out me thing. Anytime them a love to turn up the thing. You know how the girl them love up me thing. I saw me say for them move and beka. As my holy when the gaba kazi bangi bambeka. Magalan yo kumanya chichen di kambi bambeka. Nange kwe kusala when you get trigger ma shooting. Monamba shooting. But them move and beka. As my holy when the gaba kazi bangi bambeka. Magalan yo kumanya chichen di kambi bambeka. Nange kwe kusala when you get trigger ma shooting. Monamba shooting. Bobango jagala. Sila balwachi we motia anda gancho jagala. Anti wanse kumanya chichen di kambi ndi mulala. Weluba lugendo lwa mukwano tuka wala atempangala. Kasna tunamala. Toja kuyo ya kufuna yo musajja mulala. Atinja kuba nkutate kulembo nzibudala. Kabuli lwoyo yo kuba mukwano teli mulalo. Kuja kona lukalala. Bade mubambeka. Masmabuli wenda gawa kazi. Wila utidanwa.
So now, when I started this thing, then remember I was into the ghetto, started doing rap, rap, hip hop and stuff, but not reggae and dancehall. They're doing kidandali and the rap stuff. Now the reggae fraternity in Uganda, it's really low. People love it, but the genre doesn't bring money. And still that genre, people, I don't know, they see Rastas as if, it's not so much like or of a darling here in Uganda.
No.
It has a few consumers, trust me, yeah. And when you find people doing reggae, they are doing it because of the passion. As I told you, it's a ministry.
That's right.
It's not that they are looking for money, but it's passion. They love it. Because here in Uganda, if you don't want to get money out of your music, you will do reggae music.
Oh, that
but
is,
which is very
that's
wrong.
a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse. But here's the thing now. So when we came up with Sea Wine, because our first session, actually it's a crew. It's called Tsunami High Rebel crew. It has
Big
5
up
people.
Tsunami.
There's Sea Wine. Yeah, Tsunami High Rebel. There's Sea Wine. There is Manson Bulubembe. There is Rastizo. There is Trixie Soldier. There is Vibes Leaper.
Wow.
So those are the 5 guys. So trust me, we did the first session and it blew up. I was home watching TV and I saw it coming up on TV. I was like, is this serious?
Nah. What? Like on national TV?
Serious. Yeah, on national TV.
Wow. What were they saying? What was the news about? Was it news or was it just
like,
a music channel?
There was like, there are these guys, we don't know, I think they're from which ghetto, but they're really good in reggae. Check this out, blah, 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 So when I went to X, because I'm not on X, but I had people sending me screenshots that there's this guy, he tweeted about this, he did about this. I was like, oh, so people really feel reggae. So that's when I came to know that the market for reggae is there. Actually, it's big in Uganda.
That's it.
And actually, because it's not so much, people are even willing to pay to come and see those live sessions that we do on TikTok and YouTube.
Wow.
They just want to come and be there and watch us do them.
Yes. I would pay. I would pay to come and see that.
No. Exactly. So now we started getting messages from people. Man, this is great. You've revived reggae in Uganda. You've done this. You've done this. You've done this. So that's how we started, coming up. And the good thing also, these artists, they never ceased fire. When you look at Sea Wine, when you look at Manson, Lipa, Tizo, and the Tsunami crew, right now, when you mention reggae in Uganda,
that's it.
You cannot miss those.
Wow.
You get it. Yeah,
All
you
this
find them
in
on
the last
every
6
night.
months.
Yeah. 3 months.
3 months.
It's been 3 because the first
Fire.
video was 3 months. Yeah. 3
That's
to 4
amazing.
months. So now that session. So now we did a second session again.
Right.
Then we did a third session, and then that's what you saw now, the third one.
Why the Bible said, render your heart and not your garment. Love is abundant. Why it can't be sufficient? Pakuya kokwe bolumeza bamala. Kekasero wa gangsta kubukwa. Mirundi mingi bano kwenga bakubwa. Chibapira kokulumbe kaganga. Bazada bemikwano ninganda bakwagala. Bansabyenze kutuse konganganti. Sawa ya kuchusa mu bulamu. Sawa ya kulekera wo bikolobero. Kasera kakusinza ku bulamu. Sawa ya kulekera wo buzibu emisango. It's time to live Batman ways. Now to live Judgeman ways. Tired to see holy for you to stray. One more Uganda.
Wow. So by the third session, you guys were veterans. You're doing what you're holding it down.
We actually, we knew what to do. Because now the first session when I met these guys, I even didn't know what to play to them.
Right.
first of all, me, I'm not like I'm a professional selector, you know. And I have to say this: I got my inspiration from a guy called Shawnee B. Shawnee B is in Jamaica.
Shawnee B is in the UK. He's a BBC One Extra DJ. He's brilliant. Yeah. We saw him at City Splash. Big up City Splash. Yeah, man. He was there with us, and he's brilliant.
Oh, he's in the UK. So Shawnee B here in Uganda. People us who love reggae and dancehall and the Jamaican culture, we really love those freestyles that he did, those sessions that he did, you know.
Right.
They really got into us, you know, where he delivered the thing. And I was like, we can do this thing here in Uganda.
100%.
So that's how I came from that side, the other old style to this style.
Okay.
So now when I got the equipment, then I had to figure out the sound, because his sound was so good.
Yeah.
I had the mixer, I had the controller, I had the laptop and everything, the microphones, I bought everything, the speakers, but I couldn't record the sound as someone is singing. I need to get that sound, the output, and record it. Now, remember, I had the equipment, but I spent like 2 months just figuring out how to get that sound,
You're right.
the output.
Wow.
It took me time. I approached so many DJ selectors in Uganda, and you know they showed me how they are doing it, but I didn't love how it sounded.
Yeah.
I will share you one of the first sessions. You will hear how the sound was, and now the sound that I have right now.
Yeah.
So no, I have to get deep into this. I'm not a sound engineer, but I love it. I love music and everything. So I did my research. I was on YouTube for days, for weeks. Until when I figured out, the sound that's at least close to the person I'm looking up to.
That's right. Right.
And right now, when you listen to the sound that we put now, it's amazing. I love it.
Yep.
With the minimal equipments we have, because I just have a small mixer and the stuff. So now back to the reggae point. So then we did that session with C-Wine. So I didn't know what to play to these guys, because I found guys. I'd never worked with Rastas before. They have dreads. They're dressed in. I was like, I've been with the youths in the ghetto.
Yeah.
We are doing the rap stuff. Now it's a different thing. How am I going to go about it?
Yeah.
So I spent that whole night looking for rhythms. Good thing I'm a dancehall person and reggae person. I knew, but I didn't expect these guys. They will really ride on the rhythms the way they did.
It was a good surprise. It was a beautiful surprise.
Yeah, because I had these readings, but I was, will they really kill these beats? But let me just arrange my playlist. I'll play them. Man, every rhythm I played, it was mashed up. They were just killing them. I was like, dang. Yeah.
Nice.
So then the second session, we were like, you know what? Let's do the 90s and the 80s and the 2000s, reggae, those beats of old school.
Yeah.
Let's not go to the new school. So I sat down, looked for the beats, and I have to download them from YouTube, do what? Some beats are not there. You have to find a way out to remove, the voice from them and get them to instrumentals. I tried and I got it. So this particular session, I went there as usual. I knew what to do. Late, so it got dark. That's why you see it's night. So it got dark. we didn't have. I don't have lights. I only work during the day. So I was like, guys, man, it's dark. It won't come out.
Sean, well, we say shot up the place. Anywhere we go, so we mash up the place. Turn down the lights when we turn up the place. Everything just so hard and so much When we say Shatta, we shot up the place. Anywhere we go, so we mad up the place. Turn up the light when we light up the place. Big up to Shatta Empire. When we say, watch the girl them I love the thing them there. I saw me born and saw me turn up on the thing them there. You know this them and them have to run the thing them there. This I want on MC one, so me about the thing. Alright, anytime we mash it up again, they want a name Shatta Empire, we run it up. Alright, soon me we have to burn it up. You know see how the dance all up it and up on up. Yes, when they say mash it up and turn up on no dance. I make the whole of people feel the vibes away and sing. When they say turn it up and mash up on no dance. I saw me turn up in a dance, all I make talk to them.
They're like, no, man, we are in the vibe now. It has to continue. Let's use our phones.
Wow.
Yeah. So we had people. I had my camera guy here. So we have like around 8 people. They switch on the flashlights of their phones, you know. So that we can get some good sound, because some good videos, because where we're working from, this session is like a forest. There is no lights, you know. So these guys helped us with their phone lights, and that's why when you look at that full video on YouTube, you will see whereby light will go off and then come on. It's like, you know, on and off. But yeah, that's how we came up to it, and we really did it. I played them that tonight rhythm. They mashed it up. C-Wine was like Buju, and then Manson came in like with that sweet voice melody as Kokoti. Some say it sounds like Sanchez. A lot of people, you know, tell him. So that's how things are now.
Yeah. He definitely has that Kokoti vibe to it, you know. I heard that, you know, the way they picked up from C-Wine and brought that Kokoti tune back in. Oh, amazing!
Girl, I saw me tell you, you want to get in on the love with the rude boy style. Well, me say, girl, I saw me tell you, this your rude boy love, so you better come and get it out, girl. I saw me tell you. So you be get the loving where you go for me, tell you now, girl. I saw me tell you, what a rude boy love, so me I go give you, girl.
But you go home to your mama, go home to your papa, you're too young to be my lover.
Oh Lord.
The funny thing is that these things are not rehearsed. Live on set. We don't do whatever, like, let's first practice these beats. I just play random beats. And these guys are amazing. They just ride on them immediately. Because now we try to do that. We're like, no, man, these sessions, you have to make sure we produce serious sessions. Let's organize. Look for this beat. But the session did come out as we planned it. But when it comes to a freestyle session, play any beat. They sing any word that comes into their mind.
That's right.
Their sessions, yeah.
Well, that's something else. That session was blessed, and I hope to see many more sessions like that. I hope you're not going to stop there. You know, keep going, brother. Yeah. Keep going. Make more.
That session, it opened a lot of doors that it crossed. You know, it blew up on TikTok, UK. Now, the funny thing is that. Now Jamaicans, they also come and ask for doublets, you know, from a Ugandan artist. I was like, oh, we're in business now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what? I need to get a dubplate. I need to get a dubplate from you. You know, we'll talk about this.
Yeah, but you know, I'm happy that people recognize the work from all over the world. You know, I'm a selector from this country. I would like to have a dubplate, you know, from this guy. A dubplate from, you know, I would like a drop. It's like, yeah, man, the work is really progressing.
That's right.
So it really gives us, you know, energy and, you know, to continue working. And maybe one day, one time, we should also have chances to perform on those big reggae festivals, Summerfest, name it, in the UK, Germany, or anywhere. So we just keep on working. And we see what the future holds on our side.
Well, the future is bright for you, I can tell you, because you keep going the way you're going. Within 3 months, you've done this. Something that's
Yeah,
gone viral across the whole world. A year from now, you'll be in a different place, and hopefully next year we'll see you at Reggae Jam or or
yeah, yeah,
City Splash. So
yeah,
let's talk about your journey as a producer, music producer. Are you
yeah.
you make your own music?
Mhm.
What platform do you use, and how did you get into music production?
Okay, me as myself, I'm not so much like a technical person. Like I'm that producer that will come and do all the stuff.
Mm,
I told you I have passion and I love learning. So I have my guy. He's a producer and he does most of my works. So he usually teaches me, you can do this, you can do this. If he's not around and the beat is available, this is how you can voice an artist. So I started learning, slowly. But here in Uganda, the most famous it's Logic Pro. That's what we use the most. You
yeah,
will find it in every studio here in Uganda.
yeah, yeah.
Logic, and also that's what we're using currently here.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
when are we looking at your first single to come out? Your first album. Looking forward to this, to hearing the Tsunami Crew come in with an album come out. I'd love to hear that. Well, what are we looking at?
Yeah. Just know we have dub plates on the way. We
Nice,
have rhythms on the way.
nice.
We have singles on the way. We have collaboration because now these 3 months we have had a lot of link ups with different people from different countries. So when you look at CY now, he has here there's a rhythm. It's called I forgot the name. It's an upcoming rhythm. It's sea wine. There's a lady from Kenya. There's one from Ghana. One from Nigeria. This is how these things are getting big too.
Hmm.
And these artists that with as well, they've been called to different countries. Like Wine was in Tanzania, I think a month ago. For a media
Nice,
tour.
nice.
And the people are like, yeah, we love the vibes. We watch the thing. It's good. Just keep it. Yeah. So if at least we could achieve that in this small time, then what about in a year?
Amazing.
We just have to keep on working, and amidst the challenges that we have, because now the music that we do, we really need to compete with the world market.
That's right.
We are no longer doing things for Uganda. We are doing for the whole world.
That's it.
So now you may find that you can produce a beat, but it has to be mixed, maybe or mastered in the UK, because now here
Mm,
in Uganda, you cannot get that that sound
mm.
that you really need to compete with other reggae artists. Actually not compete, but we need to sound good, like
Yeah,
how those the chronic sound, the rest of the artists sound. So you find that it's a lot of it's a bit expensive,
yeah.
because to find a mastering engineer in the UK, they will cost you much, but
Mm.
we have to endure it because we want the best out of everything we do.
Absolutely, and so that rounds us off really, really well to what the future holds for you, and what do you think is the future, and what are your hopes for the future?
My hope for the future is we look up to doing a lot of things, a lot of songs, a lot of rhythms, a lot of everything, and I'm also have that. I would like to get a studio space, my own studio space whereby we can create, you know, every time, anywhere, because these guys are creators, and why are they not creating so much? They are limited. to studio access. They can't create as much as they could. So if we have a studio space with everything provided, the correct machines and everything, just know it will be a different thing. Because now here in Uganda is somewhat expensive, to get a session in studio. You can find someone can do maybe 1 song or 2 songs in 5 or 6 months. But when you go to his book where he writes the lyrics, he has like 80 songs in the book written already.
Wow.
So imagine if he could get access, it would be very, very easy. And now here where I am, it's a friend's studio where we usually come up and, do some sessions. Can I show you around? Is it okay?
Go on. Yeah. Let's have a look.
So this is it. So he has this is the Yamaha HS8.
Yamaha, yeah.
Yeah. Then
Focus
this is
right down there.
the focus right. Yeah. And this is the road.
Nice.
The mic.
What's that? NTG1.
The microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's NT1. Yeah, fifth generation.
Nice.
So this is how the space looks like. It's a simple.
That's a beautiful space. I can see the bass
his
traps.
home
It's
studio,
all put up
so
nice. Yeah, that's proper.
Yeah. So that's how we do. That's where we create the stuff. Meanwhile.
Yeah. That's good work, man.
Yes.
I think you've got the right you've got the right kind of people around you, and you've got the right kind of exposure. So I think the only thing that we need to go is just get you more songs out there. Get more of your get more of your music out there.
I'll play you some of the things that we've created here. Just a bit to listen to different artists and how they sound. Okay. And you listen to the Kidandari, how the Kidandari sounds, the one I was telling you about.
Okay.
Original badman raja ameno site kukaza na sumagira gwetoliya apasi mukaembe jemba swamira enyengo kudipo kurube yena mayuba esiripa sitenza ganya bondalai amwa besite bine bigambo byamwe mubiwulire impossible abatu kwata kemba somere abajane doga balitega mu butale twabakudde mu bye mukola mwe mubiretere amaze sabirira mfune gorwana bineme bitokufuna mwaka wogo kugumya mtwe wememe katale.
I'm very impressed with what you're doing. I'm very happy with what you're doing, and I think we have a long way to go in terms of not to get you there, but you're already there. But we have many years of productivity that's in your horizon, and I'm so proud of what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true, and we're also looking forward. We need those collaborations, with different artists from different countries. It helps us expand the brand. They're also here, so it's really important, to do, those collaborations and stuff. And we are together. We shall keep on pushing it either way from both sides, that side and this side.
Blessings. So I'll sign off. That's been my time, Russ Lion, talking to Shatta Empire.
Yes,
this
sir.
has been Lion Paw Productions, and much blessings to everyone. One love.
All right. Catch you soon. Bless up to everyone. Big up everyone in the UK. Yeah, Lion Paw Production and the Walla team. Your artists. I saw the song on YouTube. The lady, she's called who?
Askala Selassie.
Yeah, Askala Selassie. Yeah, that's a big jump. Yeah, so big up on yourself. Yeah, everybody. See you when you see me.
Blessings, King.
All right, blessings.